A very good morning to everyone. Today we are going to start chapter number 22, Understanding Diversity, Module 1. In this chapter, we are going to know about the diversity. The very first topic of the chapter is Understanding Diversity. Then we are going to know about the diversity in India, in which there are mainly four sections. First is Geographical Diversity, in which we are going to know about the physical divisions of India, different food habits, varied occupations and customs. Then we have the second, that is Economic Diversity, in which we are going to know about the different economic activities, agriculture practiced in fertile areas, fishing practiced in coastal areas, rearing of sheep and yaks in hilly regions. Then we are going to know about the religious diversity, in which we are going to know about India is a secular country. It is home to various religions such as Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, Sikhism and Christianity. Then we are going to know about the cultural diversity, which is often reflected in the festivals, customs and dance forms of the area. Now, what is diversity? When you step out from your house, especially in these days, you will listen a lot of sounds like some birds are chirping with the sounds chee-chee, crows are making sounds caw-caw, and some cuckoos are making sweet sounds of coo. That means every bird have different sounds, isn't it? We also see nature behaving differently, like some days are sunny, others are rainy, and even at times it is foggy too. Have you ever stood by the sea and seen its changing colors or watched the sky changing its hue? Yes, they all are the examples of diversity. Diversity, it is the presence of wide range of qualities or features that we have just seen in the above given examples of birds, scenery of the sea, different types of days we have in the year, etc. Like in nature, diversity can be seen in the way people live in this world. We, the human beings, are social beings and we live together in groups, which again is diverse. That means no human being is same. They all are unique in their own way. The immediate groups in which you live is your family. It consists of you and your parents, siblings, and relatives, etc. When a group of families are living in same area or having a common links are called a community. Then it forms a nation. What is a nation? When a large group of people live together within the geographical area of the country under a common government, then it's a nation. But remember, within these social groups, people perform different types of activities depending on their interest, abilities, skills, and education, which in turn fulfill the needs of everyone in the group. For example, a a farmer grows crop for the rest of the community, but is dependent on the other members of the community for his other needs like clothing, health services, etc. In your family also, you must have seen that every member plays their own role. Like your mother cooks food for you, and your father works outside to earn the living, etc. If we talk about the communities, then rural community and urban community both are dependent on each other. For example, the village community or the rural community supplies food in towns and cities. Then in turn, the people from the rural community depend for garments, tractors, medicines, etc. I hope you have been clear with the diversity. Thank you and have a nice day.